Hey, on my Travel Wins podcast today, I'm lucky to have Lizi Heaps. Lizi Heaps is the food nanny, the new food nanny, I guess I don't know how you call it. You're not the junior anymore. I heard your mom officially handed over the reins.
She's senior, I'm junior.
Does she know that?
She knows that. She knows that.
So I'm really excited to talk to you today on the podcast for my Women's Empowerment Month of January. You have a lot going on.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited. What a wonderful thing you're doing. I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
You know, being married and having two adult grown daughters, it comes natural to me.
I love that. I love that.
I've been outnumbered for a while, so I'm used to it.
It's a good thing, right?
Well, it is, because that's the way it is. I can't change it.
Yes.
It's cool. The food nanny's been around since the early 70s with your mom, but now you're taking the reins, right?
Yeah, so basically my mom's been living this lifestyle, as we call it, for, her whole married life. The way that we meal plan and talking about family dinner time and everything, but she started becoming the food nanny about 20 years ago.
Oh, okay.
And it was after she wrote her first cookbook. And then soon later, she found a publisher. She had no clue how it was ever going to be published. She then found a publisher. And then soon later, she actually got offered a little TV show on BYU TV that's here in the state of Utah. Oh, so cool. She did that, and it was amazing. And they had like 4 seasons. She was going into people's homes, rescuing dinner time. Because we just believe that that's the most important thing that you can do in the day is have family dinner time. Yeah. It's the most natural setting in the day where you're sitting around the table, connecting with all your loved ones, talking about your day, and enjoying it all over really yummy, delicious food. And so my mom then basically took a break from it. She was like, I'm kind of done with this. And it was 3 years ago now that I went to her and I said, you know what, Mom? I just feel like your message and what you have taught and what you have teach and the way I've been raised and the way that I'm raising my own little family, it's something that still needs to be heard because it's not something that just goes away. Like I said in the beginning, it's like a lifestyle. And so it's something that lasts forever. It's not something that, goes away. And I said, so I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm just going to start turning on my camera and I'm going to start doing Instagram lives. And that's what I did. I started doing 3 Instagram lives a week and it was crazy. I just slowly started to build and grow followers. And I'm like, wow, people are really interested. This is crazy. And it's just grown from there for the last 3 years. So it's been amazing.
And you have your new book out.
Yes.
Which is For the Love of Kamut. Yes, For the Love of Kamut.
Soon after I started the Instagram, it was really funny. We never dreamt about selling Kamut, but it was slowly people started noticing on my videos and stuff that, it has a little more of a yellow tint to the flower. And then when I would give my bread or my cookies or anything to anybody, it would be like, wait, I make the same recipe. Why is mine not as good as yours? So I don't know. So I'll tell you the whole story if you want to know how we discovered Kamut. It's amazing.
That's exactly
it's amazing.
What I want to know.
Okay. It's amazing. So we had always heard of the whole wheat Kamut. My mom had been using it for a really long time. It's the most superior wheat that you can get. A lot of people call it God's wheat. Some believe that it was like the wheat that Noah took on the ark. They said that it fed the Roman Empire, all these things. So it's crazy how the story even happened, but it's a long story. But this guy was in World War II, and he found some of the grains in an Egyptian ruin. And he sent it over to his dad that was a farmer up in Montana. And he said, Dad, just grow it, see what this is. And he did. And guess what it was? Kamut. So there's not a lot of people that have heard about it. There's a lot of people that feel like einkorn and spelt. There's a lot of different ones that they feel like that is the best, but it's not. Kamut all the way. It's known for taste, texture, and digestibility. And you definitely right away can see that difference. And so we were then over in Italy, and we saw this pizza place that said made with 100% Kamut.
Oh.
And it was so interesting. We were like, oh my gosh, we know about Kamut. We love Kamut. And we went in there, we had the pizza, and it was not like the whole wheat that we were used to, and we had been grinding ourselves and loving its whole wheat bread. It tasted like white flour, but better. So we asked the guy, where do you get this? And he could barely speak English. It was hilarious. And we're very loud and energetic and,
Yeah.
and crazy. And we love good food. And we're like, where do you get this? And he pointed us over to a market where we then went over and we found the white Kamut. And they sell it in these little bags over in Italy. So we came back to the U.S. and quickly discovered that you could not find the white Kamut. You can find the wheat at your normal grocery store. Bob Red Mills, sells it. There's different people that sell it, but nobody had the white. Nobody did. And we're like, where do they get this? How do they do this? So slowly, when I started talking about Kamut on the Instagram, it's so crazy, but it got back to the farmer up in Montana.
Oh, wow.
And so he contacted us and he's like, you guys, how did you find this out? How did you find out about the Kamut?
Yeah.
And we said, well, we discovered the white over in Italy. And he was dying because they had been shipping over this flour to Italy for over 30 years.
Oh, you're kidding.
30 years. And so this is why when everybody goes to Italy, they feel better. You have gluten intolerant people that are like, wait, why can I eat everything in Europe? I feel good. I don't feel sick. I don't feel bloated. All the things. A lot of people say, I don't gain weight when I'm over there on vacation. I don't get it. But then when I come back and do like a carb overload in America, it's the complete opposite. And this is why. And Italy and Austria, about 30 years ago, when they started seeing a huge spike in the gluten intolerant, they noticed, they were like, okay, well, we can't have a life of no bread, no pasta. That's their culture.
Yeah.
That's their life.
That's their staple.
And so that's their staple, right? And so they did a study on the white Kamut. So they noticed that the gluten intolerant could handle it better because it's known for less gluten. And it really the white, so because the wheat is the most superior wheat, the white is the most superior white flour. So it's naturally enriched. It's never been genetically modified. It's 100% organic. I mean, it's got everything that you would want in a flour. And our flour in America has just been so genetically modified and processed now in so many ways that this is why we have issues. And so we tell all of our followers, we can't say that it's gluten-free. We can't give that stamp of approval.
Sure.
Try at your own risk. But 99% of all of the gluten intolerant, and it's crazy, but we even have some celiacs that can testify that they can have it. And that's a beautiful thing because number one, it was taste for us. It was like, okay, hands down, our bread, our cookies, everything is better. And Europe gets it. And they get it. They've been doing it and they still buy it. It's been for 30 years. So they get it.